What's happening, guys? I'm Curtis, and you're watching Left Foot First. Today we're going to try to solve the problem of why my TIG welder isn't working. So, I got a couple options and we're just going to knock them off one by one. So, number one, too much heat. My welds are looking really dark gray, so people have said that that's because of too much heat. So I'm going to change my tungstens and I'm going to weld on a much thicker piece of steel and see if I have the same problem. Number two, bad regulator. The regulator that came with this welder, like I just borrowed this from a buddy of mine. The regulator, it's missing the glass on the flow meter and stuff like that. It's possible that the regulator is just bad, has a hole in it or something. So I went out and purchased a new regulator and a new hose. So we'll put that on and try that out. Number three, which is what I'm leaning towards it being, is bad gas or contaminated gas. So I went out and purchased another bottle of gas from a reputable supplier. So we'll change that out and try it and see if that's the cause of the issue. And option number four is that I'm just a terrible welder. In which case, if we knock off the other three options, I'm going to be forced to admit number four, and maybe I might have to go do a course or something. So we're going to get all rigged up to just knock them off one by one methodically and see what pops. So let's do it. Alright, we figured out what the problem was. We went through methodically and checked heat, we checked the regulator, we checked the gas. So when we were welding with different heat settings and different material thicknesses, they were all garbage. They all had porosity, they all were dark gray and bubbly. We welded on some fairly thick stuff. We welded on some very thin stuff. We went all the way from 100 amps down to 40, 35 amps. Nothing worked. So it was not that I was putting too much heat into my metal. Option number 2, regulator. We changed out this regulator. This is the one that was on the welder when I got it. It's a little beat up. The welds got a little bit better, not very much though. It all might have been just a placebo effect. So, but when we changed to a new bottle of gas, oh boy, it was way easier. All the welds were smooth. They were like that nice, shiny, metallic. They were great. The gray was gone. The porosity was gone. The pepper flaking was gone. It was great. So clearly I had bad gas. It's contaminated with either another gas or with moisture or something. So I'm gonna be taking that bottle of gas back to the original welding shop that I got it from. I got this bottle from a different shop. So I'll take that one back to the original shop, see what their explanation is, see if they do anything for me. If not, we might have to change welding shops. So we'll see what they can do. If nothing else, at least we figured out what the problem is and we can make some good progress on the chassis moving forward. So that's good. On a completely separate note though, check out these baller stickers that Justin made for me. It's got my logo. He's got Leftfootfirst in our bronzy color and white and stuff. So thank you, Justin. These are awesome. They're gonna go in the toolbox. All right, I'm out. I'm happy. We made it. See you guys next time. All right, guys, full disclosure, it's a couple days later. I went back to KMS Tools where I got the gas initially. Told him about the problem, told him I believed that my argon was contaminated. The guy there already knew about the problem. Somebody had put a bottle of CO2 into their bottle bank. So he was just waiting for me to come back because he didn't have my phone number. He vacuumed out the contaminated argon and refilled it right then and there, no questions asked. So don't let this reflect poorly on KMS Tools. They made it right and they're willing to work with you. So she's all good. And now we can actually make some progress.